The Square Ball Podcast.
Let's pick our hero and villain of the week then now and dive through our likes and dislikes from the last 7 days. What have we got then, Michael? What have people been liking? What have people been disliking?
We've got a bit of propaganda overspill here, actually, because I'd found this clip, wasn't sure where to put it exactly, and then I found Emma's dislike, which was having to make do with the whole iFollow stream and associated commentary. You'd think after living here for 12 years, I'd be immune to the accent by now, but my God, without any hint of irony, Oma was pronounced ear-bleed-inducing stuff. And shall we hear that clip now?
Panda. Now Jones up the line. Looking for Oma.
Panda. Oma.
Good old Hull. Good old Hull.
So that, sorry to people who have a bit of that accent, but are still technically not in Hull. But
Humberside, I believe they call it.
Is that what it is?
Yes, that's the official term.
Okay.
They do like that. Yeah. Right then, likes and dislikes. Hit me.
I mean, do you want people actually criticising our players?
No. Things are much better now.
All right. Well, Chris was slogging off Bogle. I do think this is actually right, because he says, I know it's how football works, but if Liam Miller kills one into the top corner,
it's a dislike.
Rather than hitting the cop, we also he's been found out just like Archie was, which is the same actually for the ref. I noticed he got 2.47, which is obviously low.
Yeah.
But had Hull scored from that shoving on Joe Rodon, he'd have been 0 point. In fact, you can't get that anymore, can you? He'd have been on 1,
right? Probably.
But judging things by results is always fine when you win.
The new boy's coming for quite a lot of praise. I noticed actually in the likes, loads of people picking him out. Shiny new toys, isn't it? That's all it is. We're simple creatures who like new things.
They're actually shiny new warm bodies, according to Nando's release clause. Which that sounds really bad, doesn't it?
Who do you think's got the shiniest body in the Leeds team? I'm just thinking of Adama Traore all oiled up now.
Yeah. I'll come back to you on that
Brendan probably the most hairless.
Yep. I reckon he moisturises at Milana's insistence.
Almost certainly.
So he could be quite shiny.
Back second crack.
A lot of love for Mateo Joseph. Several people giving him a shout out for his movement, his goal. I think rightly so. I thought he looked brilliant.
Dan James's platform shoes says if he wasn't actually technically good, you might think he's a grizzled championship shithouse who has 300 caps for Preston. Matt Joseph, you'd never know it was his first season at senior level.
Right, let's filter all that into our thinking and pick ourselves a Ken Bates villain of the week.
Someone nominated me.
Shall we? You?
For being a bald fraud.
Right.
Because I wasn't in the Lowfields tunnel. I was doing it. I was back here packing up these T-shirts. Not that T-shirt. That's a Parma shirt Chris has got on. It's nice as well. We don't sell those. These ones, I was busy packing those up, so that's why I wasn't in the tunnel.
Is hero too strong a word?
I promise I will try harder next time.
Well done. Well done, you. I'm so proud of you.
It's all right. Villain then.
I'm glad you made it about yourself as well.
Thank you. Tried my best. We've been listening to too many Scousers on propaganda. It's got in my head.
So are you expecting to be nominated for hero and villain this week?
I mean, I would dismiss the villainy, to be perfectly honest.
Isaac didn't like Willie Gnonto being offside that many times in one game. Again, probably, given that we've been celebrating his new contract, an outside bet for villain of the week.
Yeah, he probably gets a pass.
Willie Gnonto's toes.
Wasn't his toes, was it? The offside goal, he was about it was about the length of 3 Willie Gnontos. He was offside, which is admittedly not a huge distance.
Rory Not Jennings not happy with the ref. Yeah. I see. I hear it. Yeah.
He would have definitely had they Hull scored that goal and got something from that game. Yeah. He would definitely have been the villain.
Yeah, I'm struggling to find too many villains that aren't just the referee. Hull were mostly inoffensive. I would like to nominate for hero Louis Coyle, because did you see him run 40 yards across his own 6-yard box?
That was very entertaining, wasn't it? To the point where you thought, oh, what's he doing?
That's one of those managers who's like, you have to play out in the back. You can't send it long. You can't do this. Like, this is what we do. And then the players just don't think outside the box. And that's how you end up with someone it's like someone playing FIFA and the controller just turns off.
Paddy Bamford's missing hamstring, actually. This is the ghosts of the past. Maybe this is our villain of the week. The nagging feeling that we'll still fuck it up somehow.
I mean, you can't nominate that. That's not a very weak. It's an ongoing state.
Existential dread.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's been quite a fallow week. Obviously, there's the passing of Sol Bamba, but I think given the silly, light-hearted nature of this, we will deal with that separately. And, and it doesn't need trivialising by being included in this.
I mean,
Just for somebody who might pick that up.
In a week for nominating villains, it's actually made me like Neil Warnock slightly, as this week. Reading him say nice things about Sol Bamba, I'd be like, maybe Neil Warnock's all right.
Maybe he's human after all, eh?
Maybe he's all right. So give it to the ref.
The dickhead bastard ref.
Yeah,
fine. Yeah.
Who else? It's an easy solution.
Right, the tuktukclub.com sponsor our Kitana Baradi Hero of the Week award.
What do?
They do tuk-tuk tours of northern Thailand.
That's good. Easy for you to say.
It's very easy for me to say. Very easy. But run by Leeds fans. So you can chat Leeds while you're in the Thai jungle and seeing elephants and loads of great shit that we don't have in Leeds.
Do they do discount on your legal fees?
Depends, I suppose.
Or do they do discount on anything else?
It's TSB 15, so it is a 15% discount for Leeds fans. But I don't think that involves anything legal.
All right, fine. But tuk-tuks are probably more fun, I suppose, than like a will.
So. Who is your Hero of the Week candidate then?
Matteo Joseph's a strong shout, I think.
I just, for the sake of it, I'm going to nominate Berardi for his own award for going into the international break with a 100% record as a coach, having beaten Mantova 3-1 with Brescia's under 17/18s.
Feels niche. Feels quite niche.
Yeah, it's quite niche. Yeah. It's not what everyone was talking about, I don't feel.
Oh, you haven't been in my WhatsApp groups.
It's all that was on the lips of people in the Gelded on Saturday, Chris. Yeah.
I mean, lots of shouts for...
The closing of the transfer window, can I just say, by the way, John from Maryland saying not having to worry about player contracts or escape clauses or whatever anymore.
You don't get much of this gap, though, do you? Because certainly by the start of December, everyone's talking about it again. Oh, where do you think we need to strengthen? And it just goes on and on. Should ask Phil how he's getting on, actually, when he comes into... he does athletic stuff.
Yeah, he's fancy silly newsletter.
Let's all talk about Mbappe and Neymar.
Grow up. My nominee is Ao Tanaka.
Yeah, although Boney M does... Boney M nominates all the new signings, even though they're on for 15 minutes. It's the best 15 minutes of football I've ever seen. And also the Ao Tanaka chant is amazing, but it's been stuck in my head since Saturday, which I think for anyone who was there, this is an experience that we share.
Has a player ever inspired such a song so quickly? Ever?
I don't think so. I nearly hummed it earlier on, but I just know that Rob would have tried to strangle me. Yeah, because I did it yesterday and he didn't stop all day.
Well, I'll do it today. I'll upset him. We'll take it in turns to upset Rob.
What about the person who came up with that song?
Have we nicked it from anywhere, or is it?
I think it's an original.
Okay.
Arsenal definitely did it for Saliba last year. But it was, they just sang the and then did Saliba at the end of it.
I was going to say, he's
Saliba, yeah. It's tequila.
But isn't he called William? Or something. That's not right. That's not fitting.
What about Junior? Or is it Joseph? I think they're your leading candidates.
I hold Junior Firpo to a higher standard now. We're just used to this now. He's not to bring it back, but he's Maldini now.
Right.
He's that guy.
Yeah. He's a respected senior professional who we just expect 8 out of 10 performances every week now.
Yeah. Okay. I'll go with that.
I don't think Joseph's ever had it before. Junior will have had it.
I'm fairly sure we gave it to Joseph. Did we say he's going to get plenty more in future? I can't quite remember from the other week. This happened a couple of weeks ago. I was supposed to remember.
Ages ago.
We could go back and research him anyway. Yeah.
I think Mano Solomon won the man of the match from the club, so he's already had a trophy this week as well. So Joseph can have it, and he can let Tanaka hold it for 5 minutes while everyone cheers.
I think Joseph, this is his. It sort of tops off a good few weeks of he looked like a composed all-round number 9, something that we probably failed to have last year, given that Bamford was the only real option there. Pirro a bit more of a poacher, Bamford a bit more of a, I don't know, hypochondriac.
I mean, Joseph was in the building. It's just we refused to use him for some reason.
Yeah, but he attacked that near post well, didn't he? Yeah. So he's our Kitana Baradi Hero of the Week with the tuktukclub.com. It's Matteo Joseph. Next task then is, there's your homework for the international break. Come up with a song for Matteo Joseph.
And Dan James. Still one for Dan James.
Still working on that.
We've repurposed one for Joseph, haven't we?
It's I don't know, but I do know it was a Celtic song. They just used to sing Glasgow Celtic to the tune of that song. But then it was Rodrigo Moreno.
That was
the only time I think anyone's ever called him Rodrigo Moreno was in that song.
Makes it fit.
Right, well, we're back with more roundups during the international break, and fingers and toes crossed. Chief Exec of Leeds will be popping in for a bit. Should be fun.
Not for him necessarily, but for someone.
Right, we'll catch you in a bit.
The Square Ball Podcast.